Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a guide slash showcase on Yumeko. Plarium said, let's take two of the most broken champions in the game, combine them into one, and on top of that, let's put an immunity set on her as well, and we have Yumeko. Now let's dive right into her kit. Alright, so Yumeko is from the Shadowkin Faction. She is a Void champion, and she is a legendary support type champion. Her aesthetics, beautiful. Very beautiful. Reminds me a lot of Naruto, with the 4 tails instead of the 9 tails. Oh, actually, technically that's 5 tails, right? Technically. I'm not sure what that is. Anyways, her status is beautiful. So onto her A1. Wear Claws. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit steals 7.5% of the target's turn meter if this champion has 50% or more HP. Each hit heals this champion by 30% of the damage inflicted if this champion has less than 50% HP. And her damage is based off of attack. And she's not really a strong hitting champion by any means, but it's just an addition. Alright, so she has multi-hitter on the A1 and some turn meter manipulation as well. And this turn meter manipulation is actually really handy against the Bommel fight. I did use her in a video in the past, so if you guys want to check that out, it's where I use 3 Vogas, Yumeko, and basically that's mainly the team right there. And using this turn meter manipulation on Bommel to have him summon more barrels so that barrels can explode and the Vogas can benefit off of that. So onto the A2. Attacks one enemy has an 80% chance of placing Hex debuff for 3 turns. It does book up to 100% and to 3 turn cooldown. Passive effect: whenever an enemy tries to place debuffs on either this champion or an ally, has a 55% chance of transferring those debuffs to a random enemy under Hex debuff placed by this champion. This happens before any debuffs are placed on the initial target. Has a 30% chance instead against bosses. Whenever someone fills a turn meter of an enemy under Hex debuff placed by this champion's turn meter will be filled instead. Only available when Karato Fox Hunter is on the same team. So today I won't really be showcasing the Karato with her. It's mainly just going to be about her. But as far as this goes, this kind of ties into the Bommel that I was talking about, because the Bommel tries to place those bombs on you, but instead it gets reflected on him. So he kind of pops basically, right? So he kind of wrecks himself. So I did make a video on that once again, so if you want to check that out, I will have that linked with the card right here somewhere. So make sure to check that out. Onto the A3. Now, this is where her juicy ability comes in. It's basically a Kymar plus a Warlord had a baby, and then it's a Yumeko, right? It's the best of both worlds. So decreases the cooldown of all ally skills by 3 turns, increases the cooldown of all enemy skills by 3 turns. Okay, so once again, that's a Kymar reset. It's not a full reset, but 3 turns is plenty. It's pretty much a reset on most champions, right? Increases the cooldown of all enemies, and so the Warlord locks the enemies completely out of their abilities and also has a chance to deplete their turn meters. So I mean, obviously that is better, but it's still, you know, this is really good still, and will not decrease the cooldown of this champion's skills, right? So this actually, if you were to use this, let's say on a Kymar on the same team, it will not reset his reset ability, right? It just you can't do it, but his reset ability does reset this ability, if that makes sense. Okay, so onto the passive ability, and it does book down to a 5 turn cooldown. So if you want to mainly use her for arena, you don't actually have to book her at all. Yeah, you really don't need to, because you're mainly just going to use her for this right here. And I guess like even in most cases, even PvE content, you don't have to book this out. But if you're going for like a speed run, I guess, then you're only going to get this off once. I mean, I guess on the wave 3 you could get it off again, but yeah, most cases you're not really going to need this booked in PvP, so you don't have to book this out on PvP, but that's up to you. On to the passive, we have deep cover. Places of, okay, so this is what makes her special as well. When I first read this ability, I thought Karato Fox Hunter had to be on the same team, so this is actually separate. So okay, let's get into it. Places a perfect veil buff on this champion for 2 turns at the start of each round. At the start of each round, guys. So she's pretty much placing a perfect veil on herself, which is basically an immunity set, right? Except she can't be targeted because she's invisible, right? So it's insane. It's really good against even like Hegemons. If you, let's say you put her on defense, then you can't have other people target her with Hegemon's A1 if they want to decrease her turn meter so she doesn't go and messes up the speed tuning, of course. But unless it's on the second hit from Hegemon, because that's random. But on the first hit, yeah, you just can't target her. You can't target her, and she has a built-in immunity on her, right? So this is just insane. So yeah, this champion is immune to all debuffs if they are under Veil or Perfect Veil buff, which is this right here, right? And whenever a Veil or Perfect Veil buff is placed on an enemy, has a 75% chance of stealing the buff. This happens before the buff is placed on the initial target. Only available when Karuto Fox Hunter is on the same team. So this isn't really relevant right now to us because we're not really going to be diving into this. And she also has a passive that grants 60 accuracy in all battles, which is fantastic. Onto the base stats, we have an HP of 21,315, not bad. An attack of 870, so she's not really meant to be a damage dealer per se, right? And a defense of 1,288, base speed of 105, which is very solid. Crit rate of 15%, crit damage 50%, resistance of 30, and accuracy of 10. Alright, so let's go over to her gear. So I don't have my very best gear on her because I do use a Kymar too, and he's kind of my focus as far as where I want to stack all my accuracy and speed, because I need him to strip the enemy team of Stone Skin or whatever they have on them at the beginning of the fight, so they're also put to sleep, so that helps too. Anyways, we're trying to focus on Yumeko, right? So this is the gear that I have on her currently, and it's very solid. It's definitely solid. I do have perception all over. And starting with the weapon, we have basically triple speed here, accuracy there, and that's pretty much like what I try to focus on, just speed and accuracy wherever I can get it. I glyphed them all too, speed, accuracy there, and for the, yeah, this one too, speed, accuracy, pretty much this is it. And accuracy on the main chest here, and double speed there. And for the boots, this is pretty much my second best boots, I think, but yeah, accuracy on the substats here for 1, and the speed boost here. And I do have her in perception as well because I do use her on defense for Plat Arena, and reaction gear is very, very, very good, right? So that's what I have on her as well. And I got a triple right here, a triple accuracy, so that's really, really nice. And for the banner, of course, accuracy as well. And this is actually my best accuracy banner with speed. I don't have a double speed accuracy banner for her, but this is the best I got at the moment. So on to her total stats, we have a total stats of 61,208, 1,835 for the attack, 2,994 defense, 308 speed, 41% crit rate, 101% crit damage, 212 resistance, and 665 accuracy. If I can get more speed and accuracy on her, I would definitely do it. And onto her masteries. Oh yeah, I do have her fully booked out, of course. And to her masteries, so you do want to focus on the accuracy here. This is where you want to go to because you're trying to make sure you can land your debuffs, right? So that's how I have her built. And let's take her for a spin in dungeons and arena, shall we? Alright, so there's a lot of areas you can use her. I mean, pretty much if you're running a seer composition, then you're most likely using a Kymar or a Renegade, right? So that's pretty much the thought here, except I'm using a Yumeko instead. I mean, Kymar is always faster because his animation is quicker, whereas Yumeko does have an ability, or A1 actually, she has an extra step where she goes ahead to hit them, so it takes up a little bit more time. But as far as the first waves goes here, it's really, really smooth. And then when we get to the dragon, it's, you know, just, I guess, how fast we can get it down here. So basically her main purpose for the first two waves is just reset so that Kymar can nuke again, or not Kymar, our seer. Our seer can nuke with the Karma Burn. Alright, we want to get down as many poisons, and just, ideally everybody would die here, okay? Then it would be like a maybe 45-second fight. Okay, it's gonna go a little longer than I thought, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, ideally, if I wanted to use her here, I would probably have her a lot slower because she's a little too fast right now. But I have her built for strictly Platinum Arena, so I'm just kind of showcasing her as is like this. Alright, on to the next run. Let's go over to, yeah, we could do Arcane Keep too. Pretty much the similar composition, except, you know, that was Dragon. We were using a slightly different comp, but very similar. Same idea. Except actually here we have two resets, right? We have the Kymar reset and we have the Yumeko reset, so that we can get back the, or go by the first two ways quicker, and then I guess try to finish this quicker too. I don't use a composition in Dragon 25 because there's a damage cap on stages 21 to 25, and here is slightly different, right? We can do as much damage as we want to, basically. Okay, on to, I guess we could do Spider as well. So she's going super fast right now, so I have a set where she's using her A1 and A2 first. So she's going first. I had her force the A2 there. Or actually, was that the A1? Yeah, I think that was A1. And now that was A2. And now she resets before everyone again. And we just nuke it down. Alright, so any other areas I can showcase her? But before we get to the arena, I don't think I need to show her there. I guess we could showcase her in like Doomtower or something. Yeah, I haven't done this one yet, or haven't completed this one yet, so I'm still stuck over here at the moment. I've been slacking on this a little bit. Alright, let's do this real quick. So pretty much like the same concept as the Arcane Keep. I think it's like almost the same build, sort of. I think I explained it earlier, but if you're wondering if she resets Kaimar's reset ability, she does not. There's nothing in the game can reset Kaimar's ability. It just, you know, it'd be too broken. But Kaimar's reset ability does reset her reset ability. I hope that made sense. And I'll showcase that in a moment in Arena. Okay, it's gonna go a little bit longer than I hoped. Alright, there you go. Alright, so one thing that makes Yumeko insane, besides the kit that I already mentioned, right? This is a stone skin meta. Well, at the moment, Arena's kind of broken, so I guess the meta, I mean, the defense on what you put your champion, I mean, stone skin is still the meta. Stone skin, swift parry is still pretty strong, but stone skin is definitely where most people are leaning towards because it's so powerful. So what makes her special against stone skin compositions, or even in general? I use her in my main offense team and on my main defense platinum team when it's about reset time. So basically what happens is, let's say they are wearing stone skin, right? As far as endgame plat arena goes, swift parry is still really powerful and great, but stone skin is pretty much what everybody is trying to go for, right? So what happens here is we have Kaimar to attempt to strip off the stone skin the first time, right? And then we have the Yumeko to reset so that he can strip again in case it doesn't strip off. And then once he goes again, he can reset her ability, and then she can reset his ability. So I basically have 3 chances to strip their stone skin off before I nuke them down or whatever. Or I guess like try to nuke them down, right? So yeah, that's in a sense like they work so well together. I mean, a lot of powerful offense go-to teams consist of a Kaimar at the lead, Siphi, and a nuker, or an arbiter and a nuker, and then basically a warlord right here. So she's pretty much doing that, except she does a 2-for-1 here with him. And I guess she's not able to deplete their turn meter, which is also really, really powerful. But yeah, she is quite a force in itself. So let's just showcase here real quick. I know we're really low in plat right now, or not even plat, we're really low in the arena ladder right here. So I think it's going to be kind of hard to find a really powerful team to showcase it properly. But yeah, this is what I usually use in plat arena push. This is like my main go-to team. Well, I guess like the Heji that I use is also, but anyways. I guess I'll just let this auto. So we have that reset there, and boom. Okay, so it's pretty powerful actually because of the Vogoth here. And we don't have a defense down. So they're all reset already as far as the cooldowns, so they're not able to, yeah, she just got hit right there again. So they're not able to use any ability here. Okay, that's kind of annoying. So there's a swift parry, and we don't have a strip at the moment. And it doesn't matter. Yeah. Alright, on to another team. Okay, I can actually showcase. No, there's a Kymar there. I can't. Let me look for a more ideal team to play against. Something more interesting. I guess that's sort of interesting. You see this? She uses it, he resets, she goes again. So that's like another combination as well. So she can try to increase their cooldowns, and if she misses on somebody, the Kymar can reset her and she can do it again. So she basically has 2 tries to do it. Okay, let's refresh again here. Anything interesting? Man, these are all really weak teams. Very, very weak teams. Nah. Yeah, most of these are pretty weak. I do want to see a Hegemon team so I can showcase another composition that I use with her. Any Hegemons? Hegemon. No Hegemons. Oh, I don't want to waste gems like this, but for the sake of showing you guys, I guess I have to. There's a Hegemon right there. Yeah, I guess this work. Or there's also, yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, so what we have here is we have a Hegemon, and I do have a counter team to that. And that's going to be my, yeah, this team. So Hegi and no Warlord. So basically right here, I have my Arbiter built-in immunity. She has immunity for herself, and the Negrit is going to put immunity on my Tronda and keep her alive. So that's pretty much the idea here, and it doesn't matter what the Hegemon does. So it's kind of scary seeing a Tronda on the opposite team though, because she can nuke us as well. So hopefully we can go before her. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see, any other team? Yeah, these are all pretty weak teams. Yeah, we're not too high at the moment. There's another... Okay, so this is actually more ideal to fight against. The problem is, I don't have a counter to a Hegemon plus a Kymar on the same team. Not at the moment. So I can't really... That's a team I have to pass on. Anything more interesting? Yeah, there's not too much interesting things going on at the moment. I mean, I guess I can just showcase this again. So they're all cooldown reset. So none of them have any abilities, and it doesn't really matter. I want to find one more Hegi team though. Any Hegi teams out there? There we go. Not a great team by any means, but it is a Hegemon. So let's see. Yeah, so like I said, she has a built-in immunity on her with the veil. And yeah, I mean, that just makes her insane. That really does make her insane. So another thing I do use with her for, I guess, like trying to utilize her kit, I guess not her kit, but her abilities, is she does have a accuracy on the aura. So there is a composition that I use against, let's say I see a really resistance heavy team, right? Then I'll throw in the Yumeko and the lead, so I get an extra 60 accuracy on everybody. So let's see if there's any resistance heavy teams. It lets me refresh, okay. I mean, I guess that's technically, but not really what I'm looking for. Something a little bit more juicy. Nothing really juicy down here. I'm in the free-to-play zone, guys. Okay. I mean, I guess that's something. We do have the... Yeah, we got her in the lead with the high resistance, so I do want to counter that with a high resistance or high accuracy team. So basically all I did was strip or flip the Kymar and the Yumeko around, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. Alright, one more Hegi team. Okay, we got a Hegi team here. Oh, that's actually really, really scary. We gotta try it though. I may have to manual this. Okay, because she can actually wipe us out here. And he also has a neck right there. So let's reset here. Okay, cool. So she can't do it anymore. Let's see. Highest. I guess I'll just do this. It's fine. There you go. So there you have it, guys. That is my showcase for Yumeko. And she's such an insane champion. I did pull her on my birthday, believe it or not. I do have a recording of that or video uploaded, so if you guys are interested in that, I will also have a link or card to that right here. And yeah, definitely check it out, guys. It was so awesome. I could not believe I pulled her. She was my most wanted champion in the game ever since she came out, or she was announced to come out, and I got her, and I couldn't believe it because I don't have a warlord, so she's pretty much my warlord replacement. And yeah, I'm so happy I have her. And for those of you that do pull her, because there is a 10x Yumeko going on right now for the first time, so I wish you the best of luck trying to pull her. And if you do, then hopefully you guys are checking out my video showcase guide. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got something from it or learned something from it, and just took anything away from this video. So I appreciate you all so much for watching. And if you enjoy my videos, if you enjoy watching my content in general, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you all in the next video.